You know guys, I've had this 800 NK right here in the garage for a couple of months and I'm officially bored with it. So I'm gonna get rid of it and get another motorcycle. Don't tell the people at CFMOTO. Hey kid, you want some candy? This is what happens when I have a work truck. All of my stuff just ends up here. I've had that mat for the front of the truck for literally 6 months and I still haven't installed it. And I gotta get this lift out of here. I gotta clean up some of the shit that's in here. I'm running out of space in there. So it's gonna be interesting trying to Tetris everything in there, but I'll make it fit, I promise. All right, everything's packed and ready. Got all my camera gear down there. Let's hit the road. You know, driving through Waco, I'm starting to realize why it's so popular with the cults. Ah yes, meeting someone under a bridge. This seems the logical place to do our business. And here we have the goons I came to meet. How's it going?
Oh, you know what they say, two Jakes don't make a right.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
What do you got there, man? What is that,
This is the Ace Pro.
Oh!
It's the fancy one.
Man, f you. Give me that thing. I don't need it. Flip
Yeah, but look,
now.
I can do this.
That looks really good, actually.
Right?
Look, I'm gonna put them side by side.
I can actually see what I'm doing.
It's a really wide.
You can't see what you're doing. I have the cooler toys. That's the takeaway here.
Look what I got right now. Does it sound
You'll
good?
see the
Can you
levels on there.
Hello, 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 hello. So if I get real, I can peek it. So I'll say kind of in this area right here, okay?
It'll never peek out.
Oh, I will.
You can try. It won't peek out.
Okay. You know, this town isn't big enough for the two of us.
So the point today, I guess, is to hand off these motorcycles, and I think there's no better place to do it than under a bridge in some random town at a deserted skate park. This seems totally legit.
Yeah,
Definitely didn't think I was gonna get knifed.
It's still a possibility.
So I think the coolest thing here is we've got the big brother and the little brother, and you were recording for a video you're working on. You probably already know, because he's got a big ass channel. It's a lot, like 7 times bigger than what I got. So
I'm old. Nobody cares about me anymore. I'm old.
So you were looking at both of these bikes, and you were basically kind of comparing the little brother to the big boy, and there is so much on here that's in common. It really does look like they're doing the Yamaha thing, where they're giving you that road to grow into.
Exactly. And that's the smartest thing that CFMOTO is going to do here, is that so many of the brands have screwed this up over the last few years, or they've taken their entry-level bike and kept upgrading it till it costs $10,000 and has an engine that no beginner should be on. They're giving you, start on this one, go to this one. And it's so cool how similar they look, but they actually took the time, like even these side panels, they look the same, but they're not.
Yeah.
When you get close to them, the headlight, we were measuring, we were doing a hand measuring thing, because
It's totally legit.
and it's the same design. It even does the same dance, but it's different headlights, which means there's a whole different board in there and a different mold, and that's money spent, and I'm impressed by it. I'm impressed by it.
And I think that just goes to show to those people out there who are in the comments right now saying that these bikes are of terrible quality, they actually put a lot of thought and effort into this. And even the little baby boy here has the TFT display off of the 800 NK, which is badass. And that's like a $5,500 motorcycle.
Yeah, these are backlit. The lights are backlit on here.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
Nobody does backlit lights.
I've owned $14,000 motorcycles that didn't have backlit buttons on the handlebars. Kind of pisses me off, actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's get these things out on the road, because I'm kind of interested to get on the 450, and I'm definitely sure you're going to be popping a lot of wheelies on the 800. So let's go have some fun.
How heavy are you?
I'm 250, well, right now probably with my bag, 270.
270 all geared up like this.
So because we met up under a bridge, we thought it was probably not the best place to leave my van. So we found some street parking, but we could only haul one bike up here. So I'm gonna put my big ass on the back of this bike. Little baby 450 that Jake's riding. And I'm gonna quick cop a feel. Where the fuck are the foot pegs? Wait,
look, we still have some suspension, right? A little bit. Are you ready?
I need to put my, god damn it. Ah.
Oh my God.
The passenger pegs are not built for a man of my size. All right, buddy, let's go.
The bike feels very low all of a sudden. I'm gonna try not to stop. Let's not die. We only have to slightly off-road when we get there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I gotta make sure you're holding on good, buddy. Oh, yeah. All right, here comes the brake test of the brake.
Oh, God.
Coming down this hill braking, I'm feeling the embrace of this man.
Yep, he's right in the gooch at this point.
We are very butt to nut right now. All right, here comes the tricky bit. But I have faith. We won't die.
Just send it.
Let's send it. Whew, I don't know about sending, but we will go with a more pace than stopped.
Yay!
450 power. Yeah. All right. Oh, there. It's back to normal. I think we didn't break it.
We made it. That was the stupidest thing I've done in a hot minute.
Oh, cool. It's got thing.
Cruise control, you mean?
Cruise control, because I'm pretty sure I was driving you nuts, speeding up and slowing down. Yeah, it's got... The traction control is going to act like or it is basically an anti-wheelie, so it's not going to let it come up like that. Comes up a little bit. You go like a lot of these bikes, if you just really like with intent, like no motherfucker, I'm dropping the clutch, I think they will kind of go, you know what, this dude wants to do a wheelie. He knows what he's doing. Oh yeah, this is gonna be more, this will be comfortable. This is good. It's good that I did that one on the way here and not the flip. Like if for some reason, and there's a possibility that there's gonna have to be a thing, we might have to switch these back. I'm bringing the truck next time.
Yeah, no, I'm not riding this long distance.
No, here's the thing. It's fine. It's just that my hip flexors. Isn't that what we're saying? It's the seat. The seat just pushes me a little too forward. And if I had a tall seat, I'd be fine.
I mean, you get your toes on the pegs so that you shift your knees down a little bit more and it fits okay, but that's just tall guy problems. A lot of these beginner bikes, these smaller beginner bikes, are designed for younger riders and for markets where human beings are smaller, you know? We're not dealing with a bunch of Americanized Norsemen over in Southeast Asia. So the bikes are built for a smaller human being than I am.
Yes, most of them are. Now, I personally found that that one, for my weight, despite it has unadjustable suspension, I was really good on it. Like, I didn't feel like some of these bikes, even my dad bod, I'm too much for him, you know. But that one I was so surprised at. But you're a little bigger than I am, so I don't know if how it feels to you. We've only ridden around town right now, but
it's a little bit rough and bumpy, but it's not terrible. Like I'm sure if I went to Coda or something on this little baby boy, it would fall apart. Because I was planning to do my day on the track without adjusting that suspension, and then I did like one session, and I was like, nope, this needs to get adjusted.
Let's go to this dead end for no reason.
Oh, we could do like a little roll race and watch how horribly I get freaking stomped.
Here, you do this. You roll on it hard right there. Just roll on it hard. Yeah, just for a second there. And I'm gonna follow you with ease because okay, I had to go full throttle to do this right there. That's... And I've been on this thing for a couple months. I forget that it does pull like that. It's not bad for what it is.
Yeah, so you hop on it in the middle of the power band and you're just gone. This is fun. I like this bike. This is just a playful little guy. I like it a lot.
Have you ever ridden an MT-07?
Yeah.
I really enjoy my MT-07. I think it's a big play bike, and that to me feels like a baby version of it. Here's the funny thing though, it's almost a little goofy to say that it's a baby MT-07 because I know the newest ones have finally put a TFT, but that bike is better equipped than an MT-07. I have an MT-07. People are gonna be like, no, you know, we're part of the CCP. No, guys, that bike is better equipped. It's got a better, it only has one rotor, but it has better brakes on it. It has better suspension. The bodywork is, the bodywork on, people are like, does it feel chintzy? I'm like, no, I go up to my MT-07 and push, the tank makes creaking noises and things are kind of, the MT-07 is clearly a budget Japanese bike. And that's the thing, a budget Japanese bike versus a Chinese bike that ends up being cheaper, but actually, like, you're getting more out of it.
I did actually a side-by-side with my buddy who's got an MT-09 SP. And
Yeah, I saw that.
I definitely think that compared, a lot of people in the comments were like, you should have gone against an MT-07, not the MT-09 SP. And I was like, no, that's an MT-09 competitor. It's not as fast, obviously, but in terms of the tech and the hardware on it, it's easily as good.
Yo,
He wants a wheelie.
well, let me get him next to me. It's a little herky-jerky of one, but whatever.
Well, dude, we've done a whole bunch of rambling about all kinds of stuff, but such is the nature of conversation. What do you think about the people out there who are saying that these bikes are dog shit and you shouldn't buy them because they're Chinese and they're not going to last? You think you're going to fall apart when you're riding that thing back home?
I hope not. Look, I can understand it, because if your only experience is ever seeing the pit bikes or reading what you read in a forum, Reddit, whatever, I get why people think that. They're gonna need to see one of these in person to understand it. Like, I'll tell you what someone told me just yesterday. I was talking to a friend of mine. He hasn't seen the bike, but he's someone I ride with. He said, you know, that actually looks pretty good for a knockoff. And I said, no, buddy, it's not a knockoff. What is that bike knocking off? It's nothing. That's its own thing. And I said, what's so cool about it is that it's all of it its own thing. That engine, I mean, this is, you know, with part KTM. Let me make a point that I think is the best thing I can say. This is the best thing I can say. If that bike you're on right there, if it said Suzuki on the side, and you were familiar with Suzukis, you've ridden Suzukis, you've messed with Suzukis, you got on it, you would not know it's not a Suzuki or a Yamaha or even a Triumph, to be completely honest with you. I cannot find the Chinese part in that bike. The only thing I can kind of give it a hard time for is I find the clutch lever a little wiggly. I don't like the clutch lever. That's it. That's my only complaint. Yeah, see, it's got a lot of wobble to it. That's because it's like an adjustable one, but it's not a very good adjustable one. It's got two pins in there. It's an easy fix.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd just ride the bike because it's set. Well, why bother? If you're gonna, this is a bike that you know, this is the beginner bike, so I expect a little bit of that. You know, I expect them to not be perfect.
Here's going to be the thing, though. Somebody who starts with that as a beginner bike is totally going to stay with CFMOTO because they're going to go, oh, I bought this bike for under $6,000. I get all these features. Then when they go to upgrade, they go to look at the 09, the MT-09, the whatever. They're going to go, wait a minute, I'm getting less stuff than if I got the 800 version because of all this is equipped. Because what does this 800 cost right now?
That is $84.99, dude. It's nothing for what it is.
Yeah, so it's basically what an MT-07 costs today, and but it's equipped like a bike that's about. This is, to me, is equipped like a $12,000 bike. That's kind of what I start to say. It feels like some of the KTM Dukes I've seen like this. Some of the I don't know, you know, the ones. Sorry, I'm spacing out here.
No, I know what you're saying. It's feels like a bike that was built premium and sold at a budget price. I think they're really trying to push the industry forward and really start ruffling some feathers, and I think they're doing a really good job. People are going to hate them first before they love them, and they're going to hate them till they ride them, and then they're going to be like, oh damn, I kind of like it.
I was watching something with the people that build the bikes over there, and just them talking about it was translated over, and I'm listening, I'm like, these people are riders, and that's why you can tell too, this is not a copy. These, you know, that 450, it's not a copy of anything. This bike has got, it's sort of calls a copy because it's a partnership bike. Like, you can tell they're actual riders versus when they just take something and slap their name on it. It's clearly something else. And you go, okay, these guys are actually into it. They like riding. They're real.
Everybody's gonna be like, oh, we're paid for. We're bought and paid for. But no, guys, they just gave us the motorcycles. We've been goofing around with them, and we can more or less say whatever the hell we want. And I've said everything that's bad about that bike. I don't like how the rubber is from the factory. I think the suspension needs work if you're my size, but everything else is great. It's a great bike, set up really well.
Waco doesn't have much going on, but they have whatever this is, and it looks cool. And I think we should go up and we should look at it. We should have a moment. We'll hug.
I think that's the final word on these CFMOTOs right here. You got two dweebs who've been riding them around for a while, and both like them. There you go. Go ride one. Go have some fun.
And now we go into the distance and we do this.
Holding hands, skipping. This is called the lover's leap. I'm not leaping with you.
All right, Spite, it's been good, man. I'm going to enjoy that thing. We'll keep in touch.
Absolutely, dude.